Alright, another stream, another day. Said that backwards. I find it doesn't really matter how you say things as long as people understand what you mean. Clarity is more important than what's actually said. Okay. We're going to do the Bladesmith workshop. We do need a fully buff for this fight. I remember it being a little challenging. If you elect to fight. I guess you don't have to. Plus, it'll give people time to show up to the stream. So, it's a win-win. The plan for this stream is to knock out all the miscellaneous quests we have remaining. And set up to start the ineluctable prison next time. Yeah, didn't you know that the days of the week are dictated by my stream schedule?
You can trust me.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the
Open your
fun!
heart to me.
Yeah, we're getting close to wrapping up this game and starting the next handful of games. We only have the handful of quests left here. We have the Ineluctable Prison, we have the City of Eyes, and then we have Threshold. I don't think there's any other side quests that trigger after that point. Except maybe a Mythic Path quest, because we're only Mythic rank 9. And since I went Legend my first run, I don't know if there's like a Mythic rank quest at the very end, or if you just get it right before Threshold, or how that works.
Tell me about me.
I'm gonna play that Don Quixote Quest for Glory game. And then Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. I don't think the one game is going to be very long. It's a card game. I think it's got 4 chapters. I'm suspecting 2 streams for that one. I also have absolutely no idea, so that guess is completely made up. Then again, I might do a proper Let's Play of that. I'm still a little undecided.
The world's not ending just yet.
Yeah, the Diablo 1, Diablo 2. I thought there was another game I wanted to stream. I'm drawing a blank right now. And then back to this one. And the idea is each run will get faster and faster as I play through.
Ask nicely.
We'll see if that actually happens, though.
Made to be broken.
I feel like by the third run of a game, I've got a pretty good handle on it, so it should be smooth sailing. Alright, buffed up and ready to rock.
This way.
And for those about to rock, we salute you. And will you be there when we rock in hell?
Wherever my legs carry me.
Alright, can't get over there. Guess we're just gonna go inside. Cool. Another resource that we need. I don't know if we need that one. I assume that we do. We're only short the one item. So I assume whatever we find has to be tied to that item. Yeah, let's ask some questions first. How do we know what happened to his apprentices? I didn't read the dialogue as I clicked through it here. Maybe it explains it there. Okay, there's the answer. I can attack him. So what would the Trickster do here? Did I not speak to Finnian last time? Because I feel like I'm missing an option. Okay, now here it is. Yeah, so the chaotic option is to keep him as a blade, which I guess makes sense. I was trying to mix it up this time, though. But we have other playthroughs to mix it up. Yeah, there's plenty of great RPGs out there with talking weapons, so welcome to that list. I had a hair tickle in my ear. That was awful. I think I need to reapply my duct tape to my headset. It's getting a little loose. That's right, for those of you who've been around since then, I still have the same headset held together by duct tape that I've had for the past 5 years.
Can we retreat already?
I mean, it still works. Like, way too many enemies are immune to Espionage Master.
I will resist.
In fact, what are they immune to? Oh, they're immune to death. So I guess we're not going to win this fight.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, these animated weapons and armor, they are definitely no pushovers.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
I say, okay, well maybe not as tough as I thought. Bismuth might be in a bit of a pickle though.
May I see your entrails, please?
Retreat is not an option.
That might be, I mean,
Cut you
definitely
wide
is.
open.
You are nothing before me.
Let the attack
Desna,
commence!
guide my hand.
Off with your head!
Alright, who's next on the chopping block? These guys.
Die! Die!
Oh, he's neutral or evil. So Smite Chaos won't work here.
Kneel before me.
The spirits demand your blood.
Cover me, alright?
Oh, did his Demon Graft finally proc? They don't currently have control of him.
Hey, Commander, can you hear me? Damn it, now I'm worried people can't hear me from inside this thing. Anyway, thank you, Commander. You're right, I guess one should live while they can. Folks make do without arms and legs, so I'll manage without a body. I just don't know what good a Pathfinder like me will be to anybody.
Well, if you take the form of a machete, you can cut your way through a jungle and literally find the path.
Of course. You're doing good work, and I'll be helping you out. Ancient ruins and faraway lands can wait. This whole mess is more important. And when it's all over, pass me on to some Pathfinder. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I find it a little odd he wanted to end his existence before we finished the Crusade. Like we had just taken the skull, say, oh, we can do it after the fact, right? Because I assume his alignment is good. He seems to act good, maybe like neutral good or something.
I thought I'd be happy, but there's no happiness to be found here. I'm dead. My folks are dead. I doubt any of my friends are still alive. And the Bladesmith is just one more death. The only good thing is he won't hurt anyone ever again. It brings me some comfort. The truth can feel heavy, too heavy to bear, but then you realize it makes living easier. I locked myself in a past that's long gone, and now I've woken up in the present, and I can move on. Well, metaphorically, I can't actually move on my own. Where you go, I follow, Commander.
Not that he has a choice.
Let's get out of here. I don't like the look of this place. Especially now that I've remembered how I was killed here. And one more thing. The skulls on the shelves. They're just like me. I don't know, maybe they think working for demons and killing people is great, but if I were you, I would set them all free.
Yeah, so the winner of that last Islati challenge that I I failed. Oh, clear vision. They got a copy of Finnian. This helmet grants its wearer +5 bonus to saving throws against the spell, so the illusion, school, and a +2 insight bonus to AC. Oh yeah, we also have Enigma to do. Almost forgot.
I welcome your company.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my main character is about to slaughter Bladesmith and Woljif, everybody that was over here. Because his health dropped to a certain threshold, I lost control of him. I didn't see another effect on him. But I also haven't seen Demon Graft proc. He's been low health several times. Never seen the frenzy from Demon Graft actually activate.
I've embarrassed myself.
We're short by 1.
Make your peace.
Yeah, a handful of very angry demons.
Forwards? No, backwards. Backwards!
Oh, the Grandmaster's Rod. We'll give that to Woljif.
Don't mind me.
Alright, fantastic. Oh yeah, what effect does Finnian get here? I keep getting to use the hammer effect. Alright, so this is pretty solid too. It might be worth using over my current weapon. Since my current weapon I can only upgrade to a +5 enhancement. But with Trickster, it boosts Finnian up to a +6, and it gives him these other big effects. So right now he has... So Brilliant Energy is part of his default. Ignores armor but can't hit undead enemies. Ignores everything except for natural and dodge bonuses to armor. So yeah, dexterity, deflection, dodge, natural armor, and other such bonuses. What else? Heartseeker. Ignores the mischance for concealment against most living targets, so the attack must still target the proper square. Not applying its aberrations, oozes, plants, outsiders, the elemental subtype, or any creature specifically noted to lack a heart. And then Lawful Outsider is one of the Trickster effects. So it's actually +2 better than its actual bonus. It's a +8 and deals an extra 2d6. Against Lawful Outsiders, which, as far as I know, there's only... Well, there might be more than one you can fight, but... Caustic does acid damage, so... I think we can just keep retrying this, can't we? If I just keep going back and forth, can I just get something better? Like this. This is great. So Radiant does an extra 1d6 points of positive energy damage on a successful hit. And Axiomatic does counters chaos. So an extra 2d6 points of damage against chaotic creatures. I think we can still do better though. We're getting lucky so far. There's a faster way to do this or not. Good, Reagan. How are you? Keen is pretty solid. But it doesn't stack with, I don't need Ghost Touch, though. Oh, and just click and drag it across. Anarchic isn't very good, neither is Fey Bane. Good Outsider Bane, not great, and Unholy is also not great. Keen and Unholy. Corrosive and Freezing, not really great. It would work with Elemental Barrage. Well, they nerfed it. I don't know exactly what the nerf entailed. Plant Bane. Ugh, okay. Don't need that. Construct Bane and Anarchic. If you really wanted a meta game, you could just keep doing this until you got the bonuses you wanted against, like, the next fight. Finn from Star Wars. This didn't come out until 2018? Or no, 2020. I'm getting the games mixed up. Greater Shock and Keen. Plant Bane and Living Bane. Fey Bane and Ghost Touch. Magical Beast Bane would be great for Kingmaker. Lawful Outsider and Greater Frost. Living Bane and Keen. Vermin Bane and Anarchic. Shock and Axiomatic. I mean, that might be worth keeping. Really, anything with Axiomatic. Demons have shock resists, so I'd rather not. What is this other, Yes, if I could get Holy. Like, could I get, like, Holy and Axiomatic on the same weapon? On Finnian? That'd be awesome. I haven't seen Holy pop up once yet. Yeah, I understand. Being tired seems to be a staple these days. Necrotic and Unholy. We're gonna do this for a little bit, because I really want the, Flaming and Speed. Don't need Speed. We usually haste up. And Speed on the weapons and haste do not stack. The only one that doesn't, isn't affected by that rule is Haste Eradicator. Oh wait, it says it doesn't stack with the effect of the haste spell. I think that it does if it's in the offhand, because the offhand isn't affected by haste, right? That's why it's so good on a dual wield character. Ooh, Dragonbane. Sounds awesome. Don't need it though. There's Frost and Holy, so you can get Holy. But it might count as a greater enchantment. Monstrous Humanoid Bane, that's very specific. Got it 2 times in a row. Good Outsider Bane just doesn't cut it for me. Or Speed. Radiant and Caustic. So Radiant might be worth it along with Axiomatic. I think we had that once, right? I feel like I'm making a character in Baldur's Gate. It's a shame there's not like a save roll option for Finnian. But this is the only time we get to really optimize our weapon like this, since the other mythic paths don't get the option to boost Finnian past the +5 he'd normally be. So I will take advantage. Greater Frost. There's so many darn enchantments, it's it is Agile and Holy. I don't need Agile though. I just settle for the next Axiomatic I get. The speed is worthwhile if I'm not hasting. I don't haste for every fight. Okay, there's axiomatic, but it's plant bane, and that is not not gonna cut it. Flaming and anarchic. Shock and holy. I know axiomatic is just it's too good because it gives you an extra +2 on attacks. Sorry, and damage. It will act as a +8 instead of a +6. I'd rather have axiomatic over holy. Radiant. If I get radiant and axiomatic, I'll be thrilled. It looks like it's a good outsider bane and axiomatic, but you don't fight. I'm not gonna fight any good outsiders going forward. That'd be wasted. I imagine there's only, what, maybe 2 paths you do fight. Well, the Hand of the Inheritor, I don't know if that fight... I don't think he's good when you fight him, then. I know this is thrilling to watch, but... Just imagine the excitement. Flaming axiomatic. I mean, Flaming's not great into demons, but... it's still a +8 weapon, with an extra 2d6 points of damage, so... So be it. Plus, flaming looks cool. Alright, let's go... Have I done Legacy of the Ancients yet? I've not. I don't think that I even have the, Oh, we have Pluribus Fall too, yeah. So we actually have a lot more to do than I thought. I'm pretty sure the tiles for the Legacy of the Ancients is up here somewhere. Let's do the Spinner of Nightmares Den first. Is it that Sinister Mansion? Yeah.
Stab you or zap, you can handle them, right?
Disappear.
Thank you for assisting me.
Press the attack!
Yeah, so we'll do the Spinner of Nightmares quest for High Lore, and then we'll focus on knocking out these areas to the northwest, which we can teleport to, so didn't take too long. You know, I'm not going to rest. I'm just going to cast a heal spell once we enter. I'm not going to fully buff up for this area, because I think you don't have to fight. Don't recall.
The road calls me.
I'll still throw out a couple buffs just to play it safe.
I'll watch your back.
I don't steal. I encourage people to save the poor, helpless tieflings around the world.
Death
Speak
is
with
life's
your
final
actions,
surprise.
not your
I'll be
words.
swayed from my path.
Missed me already.
The biggest concern is Death Ward. So we'll put this on everybody. Hate losing levels and ability scores.
What What's in wait for me there, I wonder? I did it! This way.
Well,
Wherever my legs carry me.
Okay, so I think Deceiving High Lord is probably the Trickster option. It's also a little benevolent. Because he's going to keep pursuing her, even though I choose the chaotic option. And Deceiving High Lord is chaotic in its own way. It's like chaotic good route, I would argue. So, I did do that my first time around. We can save this for like the demon run, where we should be more inclined to side with her anyway. Oh, okay, there's a Trickster option. Wait, was that not an option before? No, it wasn't. I had to choose the Deception to unlock this. Okay. So Hylar is following your trail, driven by pain. Okay, make him happy. That's grounds for a little deception. Unconcealed physical attraction. Okay, so she enchanted the locket this run. Did I kill her last run? I think I did. I remember there being a fight here. But I could be getting that mixed up with any other area in the game, honestly. Alright, back to Drezen. We'll turn in that quest. We need to speak to Finnian as well. I forgot how to do. Maybe we can't do it from this map. I think there's another part of his quest I never followed up on. Maybe you find something for him and Aleutian Ira. Yeah, I think so too. The thing I took the matters into my own hands for Hylora's sake. Which, it's by far my favorite quest in the game. Was the start dialogue option there before? Whatever. Alright. And then if you play, Inevitable Excess, I mean, it's just, it's heart-wrenching. Honestly, that's might be one of the better endings for him.
No, backwards. Backwards.
As sad as it still is. Oh yeah, that's always yeah, besides maybe some of the buffing, as long as you don't do it all at once. I mean, again, I don't have epilepsy, so I don't have room to talk, but there's not a lot of flashing lights. It's mostly the buffs. But outside of that, it's fairly tame. After does it do anything? Illusions or magical deception?
Trail me.
I could have just hit R. We need to stop by the merchant anyway. And also the storyteller, because we might be able to make the boots now. Which would be great.
We move? We shall move.
Nope, still don't have enough of that. And we still have a few major dungeons to go through, so I don't feel pressed for time. Yeah, we don't really need this anymore.
Hey, Socio. I heard you like to play cards. Want a game?
You want to clean out my pockets. I know you're card sharp, but I suppose, why not? Let's play.
Let's play. I know those. Obviously that was put in the game as a reference to me and my Let's Plays. If you play 3.5, then you know Pathfinder 1E. They're basically the same thing. Yeah, when I was at the merchant and stuff, I was trying to think through the games for any, like, flashing sequences in the game, so there really aren't any that I recall. It's all very tame. Again, thing I'd be most concerned about is doing a bunch of buffs at the same time. But since you usually have to do one at a time anyway, it still shouldn't be too bad. Alright, let's enchant the Face Stealer's Mask. What's the other event? You can call me Helper. Alright, so what does... Oh, wow. +3 bonus to power and a +10 bonus to energy for generals. That's pretty solid as well. Oh, and you get a staff from it. But why? Yeah, I feel like the trickster thing to do would be to encourage the soldiers to help the spirit, or accept the spirit's help. I probably did a Rushlight last time, if we even got this event. Alright, Awakening the Voice of the Cursed Bard. We can either do Shaylin or Frances Power. Sodom grants his wielder the ability to deal 10d10 sonic damage as standard action to a single target 3 times per day. The DC of 36. If they succeed, they have the damage. Or Shaylin. The owner can activate this item once per day. While activated, all enemies in a 10-foot area around the owner must pass a will saving throw DC 36. Or suffer a -5 penalty on saving throws against mind-affecting spells, -2 penalty on saving throws against enchantment school spells, and become vulnerable to sonic damage for 5 rounds. So I think that's pretty solid if you went, was it... It's one of the, it's one of the Scald classes. They do a lot of sonic damage. I think we can go with Frances Power. Seems pretty good. We can give this to, like, Darren. And then enchanting the Face Stealer's Mask. Oh, we have this. We can upgrade one of our thingamabobs. I guess we do this one. Then we can teleport there and go straight to Eyes. Oh no, we're upgrading this one instead. Sure. Oh, the skills? Well, if you have any questions, I mean, what sort of build are you looking for? Or looking to do? We could take this out and put this here instead. And the Alchemist Laboratory here. An Apothecary. Spellcaster's Lodge. Market. Did we do the brewery already? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Our tavern right there. Actually, I plan on doing a quarterstaff master monk myself in a future run of this game. The quarterstaff master doesn't exist in Kingmaker though, but you can still do a monk with a quarterstaff. For the specific class I was referencing is not in Kingmaker. But yeah, that's 100% viable. Monks are one of the most powerful classes in the game because armor is terrible. So going unarmored and stacking dexterity, but if you want to go strength, that works too. Completely viable. But you do have a choice to make if you want to go dexterity or strength. I prefer strength. Most people will recommend dexterity, so you get more armor class and dodge chance. Yeah, monks, completely viable. Tieflings are a good class as well. They get +2 to 2 attributes, -2 to 1. And they always have another effect, like, oh man, which one was it that gets the bite? I think one gets glitter dust as well. Yeah. Yeah, Scaled Fist is a bit of a meme at this point. You take your Scaled Fist dip into your 2 levels of Paladin, into your, I don't know, whatever all the other dips are. Make sure you get Crane Wing and Crane Style. But you can, it's completely viable without that. You don't have to go Scaled Fist. Default Monk is plenty good as well. And then in Wrath of the Righteous, if you want to focus on Persuasion, there's even a background that allows you to convert Wisdom into your Persuasion check instead of Charisma. Since most monks use Wisdom, except for the Scaled Fist. If you want to use a Quarterstaff, the Quarterstaff Master in Wrath of the Righteous is fantastic, because every few levels, they increase the size bonus of their weapon. And so you get an absurd amount of damage with your Quarterstaff. Alright, so I have to walk this way for a good distance before we can teleport. That's okay. We need to map out some of this anyway. In fact, I might send some of these other armies to... Well... No, I won't. Yeah, plenty of options there. I think it's completely viable. And really, any class is viable. There's some suboptimal choices, like, Assassin's not super great in Wrath of the Righteous, since you can't use all of its class abilities.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Defender of the True World Druid isn't great in Wrath of the Righteous either, because there's not a lot of Fey to fight. But they would still work.
Out of my sight! It is not an option!
I'm actually really excited about it, because there's some decent quarterstaves in this game. And I just haven't gotten around to using them yet. I was actually teasing it, doing another run of Kingmaker with a druid using quarterstaves. But I might do a kinetic knight instead. Not using quarterstaves, just a kinetic knight. I don't think I need quicken here. I don't need persistent. I'm not going to use it. I can't teleport. I can teleport to here. If you have any questions regarding it, I'm not an expert on the the monk dips and stuff. I did it for one of my runs of Kingmaker. It's the only time I went full meta with the build.
Am I imagining things? Or did I see a vicious gleam in your eyes? Where did that come from?
You're mistaken. How could a young lady who has spent her life cloistered and wanting for nothing have even an ounce of viciousness in her?
I don't think that'd be particularly challenging. Bards are a good class anyway. I'm gonna do a Scald run at some point as well, which is like a bard but more angry. That's a good way of putting it. Alright, so I don't remember what's in this location.
So many thoughts, so little time.
So I'm gonna buff up. Preparation for the unknown. You can't pick a Drow. Drow are in Wrath of the Righteous, but not as a playable race. Same with mongrels. You can't play as mongrels, but they are your companions. And Ranger is very good. Yeah, I tend to avoid spellcasting classes for the most part. Well, full caster classes. Much more of a melee-focused player. For my main character. Of course, I'll bring them along as companions. I'll try to turn that off. Yeah. Monks are pretty straightforward, though. It's just a martial class with some key power sprinkled on top. Which isn't much different than a ranger, which is a martial class with some druid spells mixed in. Yeah, this run's actually a little different for me already, since I usually play a strength-based charisma class. I also have a penalty to my charisma, but I actually dumped charisma at the start of this run. So I was like the main character being the face of the party.
Should we proceed?
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Oh yeah, I don't need both casting or all the castings of this anymore. Yeah, yeah, weapon glow. It gets a little absurd on the Trickster path because the Trickster gets more weapon effects if you choose the right skills.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
And so normally it wouldn't look like that. Looks a lot like the, it reminds me of Dungeon Siege 2 and like the weapon effects in that game. Well, that's awesome, because the Pathfinder games are fantastic.
Let's have some fun.
Alright, well, guess we're starting combat.
Burn! Slice! yes, behead.
I will bring your demise. Try to entertain me.
May I see your entrails, please?
Yeah, and also Kingmaker, as far as graphics go, are a lot more tame than Wrath of the Righteous. Oh, that's right. This is their area
No
with
secrets can escape
the
my
note.
prying gaze. Forwards? No, backwards.
Some very meta commentary.
Trail me. I spy. What
Ran past
do
it like
I
3 times.
spy?
I didn't spot it any of the other times. Like from the companions? The combat quotes? Oh, it takes 20 hours just walk this way. I mean, I see that there's a cliff face there, but... I mean, Rushalai has wings. Oh, sure, can Darren get wings? And I didn't see it in the feats. I know some awesome art can get wings. It might depend on the bloodline.
What's in wait for me there?
I thought they got it inherently. Their bloodline. I only played the one Asamar, so don't know. Oh, it's Jubilost.
This way.
I don't think I have a book, his almanac with me. Wait, is the almanac that... No, that's what he's writing in Kingmaker. Where's the almanac you find in this one? I don't know, there's a book we can find. I haven't sold any books, though. So I might have it from his side. Oh yeah, so Last Wall hasn't fallen yet. In fact, I think one of the backgrounds, or one of the classes you choose is, maybe it's the Knight of the Wall. It's from Last Wall. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part of playing on console, is that when developers push out patches, they have to be okayed by whoever owns the console. So like Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, they all have to okay these patches. So PC gets them immediately. So hotfixes come out and it's done. But you have to wait a little bit longer on console. You can't call him out on that. Oh yeah, I don't think I had Regil with me during this last interaction. I wonder if you can run into Jubilos before you do Regil's quest. They both take place in the same act. I'm assuming Jubilos procs at the same spot on the map every time. It is an almanac. It's like, is it a cookbook or is it an almanac? It's both. The cooking almanac. It's also funny because this is how you meet Jubilost and Kingmaker as well. At the same time, the extra security around console games helps prevent cheaters and all that stuff in multiplayer games, so there's some benefit to it as well. Yeah, we'll clear the way first. Because we're big and strong. Yeah, I don't think his cart's actually stuck here, since he can kind of teleport around. Oh man, this is a great callback to a companion from the first game. So I wonder if all the companions will speak to him. So I think the only one that hasn't yet, well, Camellia and Woljiv after Arushalai. Only 2 over that one. Yeah, I've always wanted to get into No Man's Sky. I tried once after, I think, the big 4.0 update. And, I don't know, it had me start building a base. It's like, I don't want to build a base. I'm not super keen on base building in games. I used to be. I used to love it. After playing, you know, one survival game, I feel like I've played them all like that. So, I just want to hop from planet to planet and explore. But I get the same feeling from playing, like, Space 4X games. Alright, so I'm assuming that you can try to eat him as a swarm, but he'll just get away. I don't know what Aeon would do here. I assume send him back to his time or trap him. I'm surprised as a Trickster who's worked with Sheikah the Mini, who he's referring to right here. We don't have dialogue referencing that. But maybe this is, you know, Trickster specific right here. But no, that doesn't make sense. So interesting. He gave us a golden toad. I wonder if we can speak to Sheikah the Mini about that. Oh, demon blood. Okay. Alright, good. More resources. Maybe that's everything we need for the boots. So teleport back to Drezen. We'll see if we can speak with Sheikah the Mini in our closet. And then speak with the Storyteller as well. Have you tried leaving your station or freighter in faster than 2 minutes? Oh yeah, we just teleport back here. Let's go back and deal with these real quick before I forget. Yes, I wanted to see if he had... Okay, so this is the bonus he got from his quest. Soul of the Heavenly Griffin. It's a +4 sacred bonus to Constitution and Wisdom ability scores. A sacred bonus to all attack and damage rolls equal to half his mythic rank. So 4.5. Which I don't know if that rounds up or down. Down. And there's someone else's stuff I want to check as well. So I always forget to check. don't see anything new on Social. He has so much stuff from all of his multi-classing. Jeez Louise. We're not done with it. We never got his other quest, did we? We probably have to finish Eyes first. Or the Ineluctable Prison. One of those two. Her quest should be done. I'm assuming hers is Secret of Serenity. The +2 morale bonus to Charisma and a unique 9th level spell, Secret of Serenity. Episode 2, man. It sucks not being able to play a game. Because you're waiting on a patch. Yeah, Wonderwag is the one that I actually wanted to check next. Was, I don't think she got anything. Disappointing that some companions get something for finishing their quest and others don't. Maybe the other ones do if you go a different route with their quests. Yeah, I swear, like, I hardly ever come across bugs doing Let's Plays and stuff, because I play through the game so slowly. As long as the developer doesn't abandon the game, I usually don't have to worry about bugs by the time, you know, I would normally get to them. I think there was one bug that I hit in Wrath of the Righteous that wasn't patched out before I got to that point. That was Erebeth's sword in Drezen. Yes, I don't see anything for her quest. But she has so much stuff, I could be overlooking it. Oh, Shielding Friend, maybe? Yeah, this is it. So she got a new ability. Well, I guess she also gets a... Ember also gets a new spell. But she also gets a bonus to one of her attributes. Huh. And Wendwag doesn't get anything? Maybe because she's a mongrel and already gets, what, +4 to her attributes? Or is it +6? It's only +4. Huh, that doesn't look like Bring It Don, Matthew. I think you have a typo in your comment. I'm trying to find this. So I know I've been wasting a lot of time this stream trying to find, well, between this and trying to get the right Finnian enchantments. Alright, so Ascending Succubus. Alright, so well, that's just from the... I think she always has this. So where is the new thing? Is it just this? Gains luck bonus to the saving throws equal to half her mythic level. I feel like she probably starts with that, but I don't recall. And then I assume he got something for us dismissing the other. You usually tell by the name, but maybe not. I don't see anything there either. We finished Woljifs. Yeah, I don't see anything here either. Well, I've tossed around the idea of doing a stream of No Man's Sky because I've mentioned it before. It's a game that I've wanted to get into. So maybe we'll see where the near future takes us. Yes, I don't see anything for him either. Huh. But I feel like I could also be overlooking it because of the, some of them are abilities, so it's easier to overlook. I feel like the names should still... whatever. Enough time wasted. We rested up. Oh, let's go and rest up.
Hey, Uncle Greybor, my old pal. If anybody ever hires you to kill me, you'll give me a heads up, won't you? You know, sporting like.
Don't worry, my young friend. If I'm hired to kill you, you'll be the first to know.
Alright, an epidemic of secrets. Alright, so what else I need to do? I need to... Oh, and it's trying to speak to Sheikah the Mini and go to the Storyteller to see if we can make those boots. The Greybor has some good lines. He's not very well liked in the community from what I can tell. So it's usually, you know, a vocal minority regardless. But I like the character. Let me in! Darn it. Can't talk to Sheikah. At least not yet. Maybe later. Yeah, plus Greybor has some of the best interactions with Ember. I think him and Darren both do. I missed one of them this run. Didn't have Ember with me when I met Greybor the first time.
What's in wait?
Hey! There we go. Got all the relics done. Alright, so what do these do? Also, I like having Ronek's sacrifice because you can actually speak to Arilu about them. I think we may have missed the opportunity to do so. Because I think she'll talk about the cloak, these boots. I don't know if the gauntlets or not. Again, we might still have the chance to do so. I don't remember when you had that conversation. Alright, so +8 to dexterity, +10 bonus to mobility and athletic skill checks. Double bonuses to armor class, attack rolls, reflex saving throws from haste spell cast upon the wearer. In addition, whenever the enemy confirms a critical hit against the wearer, becomes stunned for 1d4 rounds. No saving throw, they just become stunned. Pretty crazy. +8 to dexterity. I mean, I think that's a good upgrade. +10 to mobility and athletics. This is what? +10 competence. Athletics +5 to mobility. That just says a bonus. It doesn't say competence. So is it untyped? On top of everything else? That's pretty silly. And we still have leftover hides, so. Super duper. It's been a long time since we found any headhunters for this army. They've been sitting at... well, never mind, they're 37. I think they were like 15 for the longest time. Let me quick save and reload real quick so we can teleport. I don't know how to get the toolbar to pop back up. It disappears like that. Oh, we still can't teleport. Now we can. Which one is it? Alright, onward to the place of execution. The city in the wasteland is a book event. You can also knock that out. Oh, that's right, this guy. He drops a really good heavy flail, I think. He also drops a key that we need, or that helps. Your bones join the myriad others, which is the name of the quest.
Can we retreat already?
Let's go and drop a couple buffs.
Cover me, all right?
With your head.
I will resist. Excruciating.
Before me. Retreat is not an option.
My limit?
Burn. Slice. Behead. Yes, behead. May I see your entrails,
Oh,
please?
Melia died. Hey, Matthew.
Stab you or stab you.
You didn't?
Rules are made to be broken.
Been a while.
I'll cut you wide open.
Can I wrap up Deadfire? That's a good question. I have no idea. Like, at first glance, the game didn't seem very long, and then, yeah, we spent, what, like 30 episodes in Nekataka alone? I'm doing the first of, I think, 3 DLC, which is also much longer than I anticipated. I realized we're gonna go realm hopping inside of a realm. So I'm thinking June or July, probably.
This way.
And it's tough because, like, I'll use how long to beat the website to see how long it takes to beat a game to try and schedule around it. But since I read everything out loud, it usually takes a little longer. By a little, I mean quite a bit longer than how long to beat recommends. Hopefully there's enough time between that and Baldur's Gate 3. It was Inger Magor. I think he was the Ivory Hunter. Hopefully there's enough time. I'm hoping for like 2 months to, oh, it's only flail plus 5. Not as good as I thought. To play a couple of shorter games, just to make a bigger dent into the backlog. Of course, I have no idea how long Hard West 2 is supposed to be. But hopefully we can finish that before Diablo 4's release date. So a demon army here. Let's plan for that. The other side was a fun game. They've had some updates since I last played it. But I don't think it's, I don't think they're significant enough to do another playthrough.
It appears we were both hunting the same quarry, my dear Camellia. Except I was doing so openly, and you were hunting in secret. How cunning. You have cut me to the quick. Is that how one ought to treat a friend?
I merely decided to save the commander from a deranged peacock that was tossing its feathers at his feet. Not everyone enjoys such obnoxious overtures, my dear Count.
Yeah, no, it is very accurate. But not in my specific situation. Beyond that, yeah, it's great. So I don't remember this area very well
so
either.
many thoughts, so little time.
Death is life's final surprise.
Ask nicely.
I hear the voice of the sun.
Yeah, I used to do that same thing. Not so much anymore. Which, I think mostly because it doesn't play a role. Because I know the games that I play tend to be longer anyway. Like, if you see a CRPG, it's almost always worth the price. Lengthwise, anyway.
Your orders, Commander.
Me?
I think I still subconsciously compare, like, after I complete a game and see the hours that it took for me to beat it. To, like, the dollar amount. Oh yeah, that was definitely worth it.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Well, it helps that I don't usually buy new games. So, that's usually not a concern for me. There's a few games that I will buy new. But they are infrequent. That's why I have over 2,000 games on my wish list, so I wait for them to go on sale and pick them up when they're reasonably quiet. But even then, I've cut back significantly. I think I had 10 purchases this past year on Steam. And probably a couple on GOG as well.
Let's have some fun.
Alright, who's fighting me? Fine.
Kneel before.
Wait, is this the guy that I exploded in my Cavalier run? I had one shot for like, I don't know, 1 billion damage. It was like 2,400 or something, but...
Prepare yourself!
I will get your demise.
See, I almost did not use my elemental protections. I'm glad I did. That little fire explosion when you kill a Baylor, it hurts.
Precision! Time to share your treasures!
Desna! Hold my hand!
The spirits demand your blood. You are today's sacrifice!
Off with your head!
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Go for their hearts!
Yeah, I mostly do it to see how many games I'm going to finish in a year.
Wherever my legs carry me.
It's, you know, like Wrath of the Righteous was, what, almost 300 episodes? I was like, alright, I might finish 2 games this year. Sturdy Snoot. Plus 12 confidence bonus on athletics and mobility skill checks. This headband is worn by an animal companion and also grants plus 3 dodge bonus to armor class against range attacks. I think this is better. I could be wrong. We also have that Belt of Physical Perfection I could give to him. Like, I was trying to figure out who I was going to give it to. I think he might be the perfect candidate. He does lose like 2 to strength and everything, but he gets some dexterity and stuff, so. I think what this is plus 8 to. It's only plus 4, so he does gain strength here. But he loses some constitution. So yeah, I do think this is better.
Forwards! No, backwards.
And there's our tablets.
Backwards.
Fantastic.
Trail me.
Yeah, Skyrim's actually a fairly short game if you don't get sidetracked. I remember I got out of the military and I was on a terminal leave, so I wasn't actually out of the military yet. And I had basically just had time to kill for a while since I was on terminal leave. There's no reason to start working or anything. I was gonna take a couple months to myself regardless. And I sat down and finally beat Skyrim. Actually, maybe it was while I was still in. It was while I was still in. I did it when I was still in California. So I'll take that back. I beat it while I was still in. Because when I got out, For Honor came out, and I played For Honor a lot. I was pretty good at it. Now why is this loop even up here? What does that do for me? Maybe to circumvent armies or something that are coming my way? I'm gonna actually just use my units here. I'm trying to share some of the glory with them, since Setsuna's been taking most of it. But did I misclick there? Oh, I did an attack.
I hope you keep that spirit of yours under control. I wouldn't want it attacking us in the middle of battle.
There are some forces you can't rein in. Unfortunate, isn't it? But don't worry. My spirit isn't going to betray me.
Hmm. $60 perception, okay. We're flexing a little bit here. It was me, a little close. Hey, but we succeeded. Oh, we could burn it to the ground. Let's go back. Yeah, we'll follow the swarm here. Fishing wasn't added in the was in the base game. That was added with the whatever the new version is called, Anniversary Edition or Special Edition, or they're on like their 10th edition. Yeah, let's see what the Hive has to say. I don't think I let him do it the first time. Yeah, I'll tell him everything about Daskari, Baphomet, and their servants. Yeah. We'll accept the Swarm's help here. I think that's something a Trickster would do. Alright, we got ourselves a new ally in our war against, well, the World Wound. So, alright. Let's back to Drezen. We're going to rest up. I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Next time I'll do the Legacy of the Ancients and maybe start Enigma and knock out Nenio's quest. Or we'll do Legacy of the Ancients and then do Pelura's Fall. I think that's... You think you can adopt all of the children, right? Or is it just 2? So I thought I had the homeless girl and the, Wasn't there like a boy in Whiterun? Maybe there's only 2 you can adopt anyway. And I spent a lot of time, like, getting... I think I put all of my... what are they called? Are they called thralls? The people that guard your homes in Skyrim?
Wait for me there, I wonder.
I put them all in Nordic carved plate, because that's the best looking armor in my opinion. I think I married Mjol the Lioness, because she has that guy that follows her around, so technically you get someone else in your household that can potentially defend against giants. So. Oh, we got a potion of blessed weapon. Nice. I go sell some stuff, and then I think we'll head to Legacy of the Ancients real quick and park myself on top of it. Yeah, I'm not going to use that. Yeah, it's been a little while since I played Skyrim. I used to know it like the back of my hand, along with Oblivion. Actually, there's a lot of Oblivion I don't think I ever discovered. I feel like Oblivion was a lot denser than Skyrim was, and Morrowind is even more dense than that, as far as content goes. So I never traded my Morrowind experience with anything. It was so much fun. I know I told the story before, but when I played Morrowind, not for the first time, but I wanted to play through it again as Skyrim was coming out, and I didn't have a PC to play it on. I didn't have a Steam account and all that at the time. And so I hunted high and low for a copy of Morrowind at any local store. I went to, I think EB Games had just been phased out, so like GameStop. I ended up finding it at like a local hobby store, and they sold it for $40. So, in 2011, I bought Morrowind for $40. Didn't check the disc, which was a mistake, because when I got back, I was actually at my buddy's place to play it. It was scratched all to heck. The disc, I've never seen a disc in that poor of condition besides like being snapped in half. It was terrible. And so, now, I will say the game did come with a copy of the manual and the in-game map, which will play a role later in this story. So, I looked up online and said, hey, what can I do about a scratched disc? Is there any way to repair it? They said, oh, well, disc cleaning kits can help repair scratched discs. Okay, well, I'll try that. So I went to Best Buy, bought a disc cleaning kit, which is like an extra $60 on top of it. Plus I had to buy, I think, something that went in it was like another $20. I spent $120 on Morrowind in 2011 to play it before Skyrim came out. Plus I was in a bit of a hurry because I was going to boot camp later that year, so I was on a tight schedule. But anyway, I get it. I do finally get the game to work on the Xbox, which if you've played Morrowind on Xbox, you know the loading times are abysmal. It's like 5 minutes per load screen. It's insane. And the quirk with the game was I could not load my save from the main menu. I had to start a new game every time and then load into my game from the new game I made. And then on top of that, the in-game map didn't work. It was just blacked out. I think there's like one square on it, like where a city or something was, or maybe where you were standing. I don't recall. And so I had to actually use the paper map that came with the case to play it, which was awesome. I mean, it was great navigating the world like that. But the rest of it up to that point was very tedious. So several very poor decisions led to me paying way too much money for a game I could have got for like $5 on Steam. Edge of Eternity. That might ring a bell. If it's on Steam, it's probably my wish list. It is on my wish list. Though recently, it's mostly negative.
Die! Die! Die!
I'll cut you wide open.
Nothing before me. Wherever my legs carry me.
I wonder why that is. It was mostly positive. Alright, so I think we've explored all the merchants' inventories. I'm gonna check again real quick. Yeah, this should be the barding and stuff, so we've seen all of his inventory.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Hey Drake, how's it going, man? Yeah, I have it wishlisted on Steam already. I'd seen I do like my turn-based JRPGs. Well, I say that. I like games inspired by Final Fantasy Tactics, as a huge Final Fantasy Tactics fan. I think Regil likes being called out. So, in a lot of the conversations, they do give Regil the win. But there's a couple where he does not, like with Jubilost and with Rushalai. Awesome. Yeah, I'm done with school. Well, I may not be done with school. At some point, I would want to go back, get my master's, potentially a PhD. But that's on hold for right now. One of the things I'm looking for in a job is a education compensation. And that was it. Yeah, because it was mostly positive, like all time, but the recent reviews are mostly negative. Which, that's only 25 versus 2,867. It looks like the developer has responded to those folks, so that's always good. Alright, I am going to wrap up the stream here though. Next time we will knock out the puzzle at Legacy of the Ancients. Probably do Polaris Fall after that. And the Polaris Fall will probably take up a fair bit of time. And then maybe we'll set up for Nenio's quest and do Enigma after that. We'll see. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I do want to just continue pursuing my education and see what comes of it. But we'll see. It's not a priority, but more of a something to be interested in doing. Especially if I want to get into education, which I've considered doing. That is quite the the boast, especially comparing it to Pillars of Eternity. Well, I guess I would have to give it a shot then. Which I would have at some point anyway, but... Alright, I'm going to call it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Stay safe, stay classy, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. And we might start Enigma, everyone's favorite puzzle fest. Yeah, saves are starting to drag a bit. Still not as bad as Kingmaker.